Why do so many people lose the credit card game? I'm gonna tell you, it's because how you using them. It's not the credit cards themselves. So we're gonna go through everything we need to, man, to make sure we can stay on offense and not get in bondage by these credit cards, man. And we can stop getting played by the credit card companies, but instead we can play the credit card game properly and use them to our advantage. If you're new to the channel, my name is James Strong. I make videos about trading the futures market, investing in the stock market, and personal finances. We trade to grow our capital, we invest to build wealth, and none of that's possible without having good personal finances. And a part of having good personal finances is making sure your butt ain't getting in more debt with these credit cards, man. So we about to get right now. Everything you see on the screen, dude, it's all sexy, right? Ooh, you got the Amex. Hey, guess what? I got an Amex in my wallet. I got an 800 plus credit score. It's a game. So all this stuff you see, man, this is shiny, shiny, shiny. Ooh, ah. We got to learn the rules to this game so we don't get played by it like any other game. So number one, credit cards are a tool only. It's not free money. I don't care. You can view whatever you want, right? This is my opinion, this is my advice. You know what I'm saying? But again, my advice has got me debt free, 800 plus credit score, all that good stuff. So it's just my personal advice, my opinion. You do what you want with it. You know what I'm saying? I am not a financial advisor, right? But it's not free money, man. Like, there's nothing free. You know what I mean? Like, even there's no free game. You're going to pay with your time. You can pay with your money, your time. So ain't nothing free. You feel me? So with these credit cards, man, understand how they making money, right? They know. People like myself, I never carry a balance. So for every, let's say they sign up 100 people. Dude, they know, okay, 2 to 5%, man, they going to pay it off, whatever. But we're going to make money on the back half of them 95% of people who are going to swipe that credit card, go on that trip, buy something they can't afford, and then they're going to pay that interest. And you ain't ready to, read on it, that interest high as a mug, right? Treat credit like cash. If you don't have the physical cash, don't ever swipe your card for it. You know what I mean? So even if you go on that trip to the Bahamas, that cruise, whatever, that trip costs you $4,000. Make sure you got that $4,000 ready and allocated to pay for that trip. That's how you can avoid getting into debt and bondage over something you don't really need. You know what I mean? So use these credit cards smart. This way you can build up your credit and you can get your rewards and all that good stuff too. But remember, the game starts with understanding the rules. That's rule number one. It's not free money. Always pay in full. Man, I can't emphasize this enough. I had to do a little moment of pause for you. You feel me? I had to stop. Somebody said, James, they said what? I said I had to emphasize it. You know what I mean? I had to put an emphasis on it. The emphasis is not emphasis. Emphasis is. Always pay your cards off in full. Don't let it, man. The worst thing, I tell people this all the time. Loans is that's one thing, right? A loan has a end to the term, right? It's a 5-year term, 72 months, 60 months, right? Whatever. Credit card debt is revolving. If you ain't ever went through a revolving door, that means that thing can keep spinning. So your debt can keep piling up. What starts off as a $2,500 charge, $5,000 charge, $1,000 charge can turn into thousands. Understand that when you use them. This is why the first rule is the first rule. It's not free money, because this debt and this interest can keep compounding over and over and over, because what they don't tell you is the minimum payments may be $25. That's cool. That makes you feel good. But now you charge $1,000 for something, but your APR is 26%. You paying 26% interest. They gonna make their money back in some, I promise you. So don't even let it get to that, man. Pay that thing off. Don't care. Like, if you let it hit your credit card statement, cool, whatever, right? But don't pay interest. When that thing is due, make sure you pay it. Discipline is the difference between winning and losing with this. You need to have discipline. Y'all already know, man. Look, when it comes to working out, when it comes to trading, when it comes to our long-term investing, when it comes to anything we do in life to continue to improve our life and our family's life, we need discipline with a capital discipline. You know what I'm saying? Ain't even one letter. That's the whole thing capitalized. I'm talking about exclamation mark. Whole thing, man. Number 3, understand the fine print. Read the fine print. What are they getting out of this? You know what I mean? Like, understand that, right? Everything is a business. It's a transaction, and that doesn't make it bad. Y'all can eat, I can eat. But let me understand how y'all eating. You feel me? Like, let me understand that so I can make sure it's suitable to me and my needs. So make sure you read the fine print, look at the terms, and look at the interest rate, because a lot of times people are signing up for these rewards and stuff not knowing that they may have a minimum spend, or not knowing the time frame, or you may not know that it may not even transfer to the place that you want to go. You might be trying to get miles. You see Capital One has 50,000 miles on a credit card. Oh, I can fly here. You already making plans. Boom, you done signed up. Cool. Come to find out, dang, the only way to get to where you want to get to for real is by going through American. They don't even transfer to American. Now you don't waste it, you don't waste your credit pool, whatnot, right? Understand that, man. Try to avoid these credit cards with high annual fees. Now, a lot of times they're the ones that have the most attractive now, like rewards and stuff. Not always, but they do. Because of course, why is it not gonna be sexy when they got a $595 annual fee they about to smack you with on that first statement balance? You know what I mean? Like, hey, they gonna get their bread. So again, weigh your options. If it makes sense for you, if spending that $600 is gonna get you enough points or miles or something to take a trip that may cost $3,000, cool, you may want to bite the bullet. Just make sure you weigh your own options. But understand, like, they're banking on you too, forgetting about it, and then another 12 months, and then it's coming and all type of stuff. So, like, just weigh the cost and understand what comes with it, man. Like, having proper, like, information and knowledge keeps you one step ahead. So now we know the biggest ways that credit cards can keep us in bondage, man, keep us in chains, keep us slaved and impoverished. Well, how can we use them to our advantage? Well, number 1, doing everything I just told you. You understand what I'm saying? Understand it ain't free money, paid in full, and then understand the fine print. Now, let's maximize these travel and experiences. Now, I'm not a fan of cash back, because most time you're going to still do something, and we can pull something up, right? You're going to still do something that you normally would do. Like, it's easy to get credit $200 back, and you just got busy swiping. You don't even notice it came back. But if you use this thing for something like travel miles, now we can use that to go expand our mind. We can go see something like what you normally wouldn't do. So let's take Southwest, right? So if you're in America, Southwest is my go-to now. You know what I'm saying? I'm James Get a Deal Strong. I'm gonna save some money now. You feel me? Like, yeah, hey, I ain't going Frontier. I ain't going Spirit, and I ain't trying to be flying in Spirit. I'm good on that. But I'm gonna get there for a good price. But let's just use Southwest, for example, right? Let's say I get 40,000 points. It may cost you 18,000 points or 18,000 miles or whatnot to go to. You might live in Atlanta. You might live in Texas. You might live in New York. Have you been to Niagara Falls? Have you been to Denver, Colorado, Estes Park? By the way, it's beautiful out there. Have you been to the Grand Canyon? Use this to take something to expand your mind and see something different. So now you got a free trip. And it's not cash back. So you can't just go spend it or pay bills or do something but use it to expand your mind, which is going to help you continue to grow as a person. That's what you can use it for, to your advantage. Get those experiences. At the end of life, man, you're not going to remember things. So that's why I'm not a fan of cash back, because like you could just buy stuff. You go on Amazon, you're not going to think about that. But man, like, you get a free trip. You go over, like, you go out the state. Man, like, I've been to 28 of the 50 states. You know what I mean? I've seen a lot of the country. It's beautiful. That's life-changing. Now you can talk about that with somebody. Now you might meet people there. You might meet your significant other. You know what I'm saying? You might meet some friends there. People you never thought you would meet before. Like, you might have something happen and just change your mindset to give you that extra drive and ambition to go do something you always want to do. So, that's a good one, right? What's another one we can use? Marriott. Boom. Now, I stay at Marriott all the time. That's all I stay at when I go somewhere if we use a hotel. Unless, obviously, again, James get a deal strong. The price is too crazy. Now, I'm not paying $200-$300 for a night. I'm good on that. But hey, I'm 100 something. Yeah, easy. But Marriott's my choice. I've stayed in, man, I think I'm like platinum status with Marriott. So I stay in Marriott literally all the time. When I just flew like last weekend, Marriott. Gotta stay in Marriott's, bro. 125,000 points. This might get you 6 free stays somewhere, 6 free nights, 7 free nights. It depends on like where you're staying and which hotel you want to stay in. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, the fancier you go, or like just depending on availability, it may be more points required, or depending on the time of year, of course, right? But like, dude, you might get 6, 7 free stays. Man, take your lady out. Take her out and just have a date night, man. You know, have somebody watch the children if you have children. If you don't, take her out, boom. Book something in your city. Nice hotel, man. I did that one time for me and my wife. Man, we watched the sun. We had a nice place. Window from the floor to the ceiling joint. Watch the sunset and the sunrise. Boy, I'm talking about beautiful. You hear me? Beautiful. Do something like that. Do something, man, where when you travel, you got your other one, right? You flying, book you a stay. Man, book somewhere nice. You might use a stay like in the Holiday Inn or nothing, which ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? Like, we working up. I done stayed in low stuff before, you know what I mean? $50 a night. Now I'm on Marriott status. You know what I mean? Treat yourself. Hey, man, stay somewhere nice. Or take a road trip. Take it to the next city. You ain't got to fly, right? Take a road trip and go stay somewhere nice, man. My point is, use this. Use the flight miles. Use these. Use it to experience something, man, to expand your mind and enhance yourself. Do not just get in debt to get in debt. And at the end of the day, pay these things off. Be done with it. Do not carry a balance and don't keep trying to swipe. And you may have one that you use. Just make sure you pay that balance off every month. But don't be a person who's trying to collect them like it's a sport, who has 15 credit cards, talking about how much credit card, how much credit they have. Like, all right, you know, that's cool, but that's more of a hobby. You trying to find something. Remember, man, we are investors. We are long-term investors. We are traders. And, you know, of course, if you want to know more, make sure you go to my description, get my all my information. And I do have a training that will be coming out soon as well. So make sure y'all stay on the lookout for my training as well. Everybody who's in my VIP list, you'll be the first to know about that. And all my other people on my list as well, all my email subscribers, I will inform y'all too before I inform the public. But I will have a training coming out where we're going to be talking about, you know, the mindset, basically things we need to keep winning with this stuff, man. That's going to be really exclusive to a certain amount of people. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to really put that stuff on YouTube. So be on the lookout for that stuff as well. If you want to make sure you get on that, join my VIP investor list. But man, remember, we are all investors. We are all traders. We don't need unnecessary stuff. Let's not make this a sport, right? Let's use it to our advantage. Let's get our credit up. Let's build experiences. And with that being said, if you enjoy making money, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And I'm going to catch you in the next one, man. Much love.